It's that big day. Time to pick up anchor and cross the Gulf Stream to the Bahamas.
Yeah, we're almost straight over it. I can't see anything rotating like that. We're straight over it though. What do you think? Yeah, I can see the chain, and at times I think I see a line of an anchor, but it's just that little bit too deep with the water clarity. Putting the engines in forward, so we go forward on the anchor and sort of scoop it out backwards. And then he'll come back and he'll pull it up again. Nothing, it's just gone under us now. Right, we're dragging it. Okay, here it comes. Okay, it's rotated. Stop. Nothing really. Let me just wait. I need a road. Okay, go. Yep. Takes the tension off the windlass, puts it on the string. We're trying to track our fuel heights. So you can see we've marked last fuel fill. We marked a spot and then deducted what we had to put in. We've done it down there as well. So we can keep track of fuel better. Because of the shape of the fuel tank, it's not a straightforward 3/4, half full, quarter full, and so on. This is what you put up with. And that's the wake coming. Ridiculous. Jeez. It's like we're back offshore in Florida. Look at that poor fishing boat. Just because people don't have any patience. Inconsiderate.
We motor to just inside the Miami Channel entrance to drop anchor again and complete a bottom clean.
Wow, you can see the bottom. We're shallow water, 3 meters.
We don't have to worry that we're going to die whenever we clean the bottom
Why?
of metal poisoning.
Heavy metal poisoning. Well, we could be able to see the bottom now, actually look at it. So we haven't seen the bottom for 6 months. Unless you get in the water and you go this far from it. And I can see it sometimes.
And then your nose might get bitten by a crab.
Yeah. And there was always like a taste of fuel in the water.
And a smell of dead fish.
Just death. The smell of death in the river.
This is us leaving the Miami Channel on to Bahamas. However, what's that?
It's cost of 5.
Cargo? Small cargo.
Island cargo boat. I reckon they're going straight across. If we had a long enough rope, we could lasso them and just get towed across.
We wouldn't even have to technically tell them. We could do a Back to the Future job on the hoverboard.
Yeah, that'll work.
If only we could hover as well. Avoid all this wake. Time to hand over to Dustin after my first, 1 hour shift since getting started. Just try and get into our routine times that we've set for ourselves. We're just offshore of Miami. Just lost phone reception. How far out? 15 miles offshore.
13.4.
We've got one motor running. Wind-wise, there's barely a breeze, and that's good wind for what we've had. 5 knots before we're mostly doing about 2. And nothing much else.
We've got that far to go. 32 miles before we hit Bahamas. 6 hours 10 at this rate.
And the plan was to go to Eleuthera, a straight run through. We started with little winds and we're going to get about halfway across the Gulf Stream, and then the wind was to come in and we were going to continue on to Eleuthera. But what we've decided to do instead is go and anchor behind Domini.
The plan was to do from Miami to Eleuthera all in one passage. However, we would have had to motor across the Gulf Stream anyway because there wasn't any forecast of wind, and then the wind would be kicking in early hours of tomorrow morning. So that means we don't get any fishing because we would have been motoring through the night. So the plan now is to just head straight across through the day to Bimini, anchor behind Bimini and wait for the winds to kick in, and then continue on to Eleuthera.
So we should get a good night's sleep.
Yeah.
Well, a night's sleep.
And then we'll get into Eleuthera, perhaps late tomorrow afternoon.
No, Tuesday afternoon.
No, no, Monday afternoon. Oh,
It-
hang on.
Oh,
I have to work it out.
but we'll be yeah, okay. It is, no, Tuesday afternoon. We were originally arriving early Tuesday morning.
Will we?
Yeah, Great Harbour was going to be Monday morning.
Oh yeah. So,
So we've got an overnight passage still ahead of us.
127. We'll get there at 9 or early morning. If we get off Monday morning, it's 127.5 nautical miles.
Yep.
So let's call that 130 in a day. We average about 160 miles a day. So we're 30 miles off that. So it's going to be about 20 hours.
Yep.
Something like that, probably a little bit less, maybe 18 hours. So we'll get in there, depending on what time we get off. Probably get in there at midnight or something like that.
Which is fine. We left Spanish Wells last time when we departed Bahamas, so we know the area. We've already got some anchor spots that we know of, and they're easy in the night time if we need to anchor there, so that's not an issue. And the plan this season is to potentially start with the out islands, so going out to Cow Island and going down to the Acklands before going to the south of the Bahamas. And that all depends on weather, so that's the plan. We'll see what happens.
Well, you're off shift. Get out of here, you scoundrel. Get off my helm.
Can I nap? Is it too soon?
It's up to you if you want to nap.
It's like being rocked like a baby.
Well, it's your oyster.
Wake me for any fish. We're motoring, so Dustin's chasing a school of fish.
Next time, do we catch the fish or do we go hungry?